What do fussy babies and ADHD kids have in common? We're hearing from parents that their pediatrician told them that their baby will just grow out of colic. But here's what they're not telling you. They don't just simply grow out of colic. They grow into other challenges. The endless crying, the back arching, the sleepless nights. They aren't just phases that magically disappear. They're warning signs from your baby's nervous system that something deeper is happening. Another thing we see every week in our practice is when parents come with 7-year-olds struggling with sensory issues, ADHD, or anxiety. And when we dig deep into their history, there it is. They were colicky babies. The same stress that caused colic at 3 months old is now causing meltdowns at 7 years old. The labels changed, but the problem never left. If you're a parent who's exhausted from trying everything, eliminating dairy, keeping food journals, trying every colic drop on the market, and you're still watching your baby suffer, you're not failing. You're just missing the most important piece of the puzzle. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover why birth interventions create nearly all colic cases, how the vagus nerve controls everything from digestion to development, why babies arch their backs, hint, hint, it's not gas, the exact progression from colic to chronic childhood challenges, and how to finally help your baby heal at its source. Let's dive in. Let's start with Lennon's story. Before chiropractic care, he was the definition of a colicky baby. He had the reflux, he couldn't sleep, was constantly irritable, stiff, and arching. He would cry nonstop in any car ride, and his mom felt completely overwhelmed and helpless. But here's what makes his case even more revealing. He also had a kidney stone that doctors were monitoring for surgery. After addressing nervous system stress, not only did the colic disappear, but his kidneys actually started healing on their own. And his mom now says everyone comments how he's so happy and seems like I got lucky with an easy baby. I always tell people they should have seen him before chiropractic care. He's a completely different baby. Even his doctors were shocked when his kidneys improved without intervention. Most people think colic is just a digestive issue, gas, indigestion, food sensitivities, etc. But that's actually incomplete. The digestive system is completely under the control of the nervous system. Think of the nervous system as your baby's air traffic controller. It coordinates every function in the body. And when the controller gets stressed, everything starts backing up. The vagus nerve is the master nerve that travels from the brainstem all the way down through the neck, controlling the esophagus, the stomach, and the intestines. And when birth trauma stresses this nerve, digestion literally gets stuck. That's why we need to change the word colic to what it really is: stuck. Babies get stuck in the birth canal. Stress gets stuck on the nervous system. Digestion gets stuck. Your baby stays stuck in distress. So there is one hidden trigger that no one discusses, and that's birth trauma. In our practice, we've noticed that nearly 100% of colicky babies have experienced birth interventions, C-sections, forceps, vacuum extractions, or even inductions. And these interventions create physical stress on the upper neck where the vagus nerve originates. Even before birth, stress starts building. The umbilical cord acts like the power cord and is transferring mom's stress directly to baby's developing nervous system. So if mom feels anxious or stressed during pregnancy, baby's nervous system was already on high alert. The physical tension from birth gets stuck specifically in two places: the upper neck region and the middle back. And that's why colicky babies arch their backs and stiffen their necks. They're literally trying to stretch out the tension, just like you do after sitting at a desk all day. Your baby is signaling through their body language that the problem isn't in their stomach, it's in their spine and nervous system. Here's the progression that we see over and over: colic typically in the first 6 months, to chronic ear infection 6 to 18 months, to speech delays up to 36 months, sensory issues from 3 to 5 years old, and then ADHD and anxiety from 5 to 10 years old. And each stage involves the same stuck stress on the nervous system, just showing up differently as your child develops. The colic didn't go away, it transformed. All those antibiotics for ear infections destroy the gut, while steroids and nebulizers amp up nervous system stress even more. Now you have a child heading towards emotional dysregulation and behavioral challenges. Trying therapy without addressing the nervous system is like pushing a car with the parking brake on. You might see some movement, but you're working against a fundamental block. Your baby doesn't need more labels or more medications. They just need their nervous system checked and shifted from stress to balance. And when we release that stuck tension from birth, babies like Lennon transform from crying constantly to being content and happy. The earlier we address it, the faster they heal. And that's the beauty of neuroplasticity in infants. You've already tried everything else, so now's the time to address the real cause. Click the link in our bio, comment below, or send us a DM to schedule your baby's neurological evaluation with myself or Dr. Josh here at New Ridge Chiropractic and Wellness in Colorado Springs. Your child isn't broken, they're stuck, and we know exactly how to help them get unstuck. Hope, answers, and help. That's what your family deserves.